I listened to my son last night on the phone. I mean, it's like slowly watching your children disappear. Some things are good, and I can hear that he's trying. And just to think that he has to, live under these circumstances too. Can you imagine? You have to hate your mother, being told you have to hate your mother, and you people are just laughing at it and going along with it. That same man is getting that same knowledge within that system to be able to hate you as well. And that's why he done it. I mean, these social workers cover up, train children and people, because I am an adult. I am articulate. I did go to all these different groups, and when it comes to psychology, I can discuss it. That's why I'm frightened to death for your children. It's time that things started to change. I know I've been saying the same thing, but just to think that, this has been going on in front of our face. What did you think? What did you think? These people were hiding in a lair somewhere? No. They're every day right out in front of you doing it. People are too afraid to talk. That's what victims do. And once one starts talking, hopefully a lot will start talking, because that's what needs to happen. We all need to start talking about what it is that we're experiencing within city council workers, and how our streets are getting ripped up and not being done right, money being wasted, because they're trained by these social workers that partied with one another to think that way. I mean, they don't even think it's wrong. It's like a big game to them. All that money could go back into your education system. All of that money can go back into your children's future by having the right programs there to make sure they go on the right path. They're just depleting the system, getting the right people to work in the right situations, because you know what? They sold out their souls, their children, all to make sure that they looked good, they dressed good, and they went to the right party with the right people, because they've been trained that way for a long time. I mean, this is what it's like. This is what it's really like. And you people do know it. You talk about it all the time. You just don't put the pieces together. And that's what the problem is. You just haven't sat down and thought for yourselves about the big picture, because we're all in chaos mode. And then we're not sitting back looking and protecting ourselves. If we don't fight now, there's no way that you can. That's why we have to do it right now, because we still have an opportunity to be able to turn things around. And I think that we need to bring martial law in here, and where we need to bring it to, Child, Youth and Family Services and our court systems. Because Quebec had went through the FLQ, there needs to be a way to be able to take two sectors and to try it. Maybe try it in this particular province to work out all of the bugs. Family is the cornerstone of society, and that's the very thing that they attacked. And that's the very thing we need to be able to protect. Our three weakest points is the police too. They're so bought down here. Everyone calls them the St. John's mob. But we need Child, Youth and Family Services and our Family Law Division to be able to be taken over through martial law. You can still have your divorces going through, but when it comes to that department, there needs to be an absolute rule for a temporary position until all of these things get worked out. It's the most cost-effective way, and it's the fastest way, and it's the way that we can be able to start from the ground up, because that's what you can't rebuild on top of garbage. You got to push it out of the way, clean it up, and move that system along. That's what needs to happen. And with all the phone calls I made about Stephen Harper, some I question whether or not I was awake for, but you know what? When you look at the things he has done, I think that there is a way to be able to protect ourselves even in the future from martial law coming in and attacking those two places as well. And we should do it now. The best place to be able to protect everybody is right in the public eye. All we have to do is mimic every move that they have made, because you know what? It was absolutely brilliant. You can't deny it. So now we just got to make it work for ourselves. Everything's in place, just needs a little bit of tweaking, and it can be done so easy. That's what we have to do. We just have to take over our own country for the sake of our rights.